Uniform Guy here, and this is Hall Configurator dash Wood by farmerfivetom on Farming Simulator 22. It's for all platforms, PC, Mac, and console. I'm on PS5 here on the Rock Crawl map for this highly interesting and innovative mod. 17.21 megabytes to download. Slot counts are all kind of really vary all over the place. Very small increments, but they could add up depending on what you do. Now, so there's quite a lot going on in here, as you can see. So we're going to start with the basics. And we'll start with these things, because these things are probably what you're going to want to use first. And these are very odd looking things, you might say. What are these for? Well, there's a very simple purpose that these all serve, and these are, well, leveling blocks is the best description that I can give them. It says flattens 20 by 20. So we have 4 of them. We have 20 by 20, 20 by 30, 25 by 40, and 40 by 40. And we have all 4 sizes right here. And what do they do? Well, they level out an area that you want to build on, because the building, in which I have partially built here, and we'll go through it step by step, does not level the ground. That's what these are for. Now, these are quite interesting because you don't have to use the buildings or anything. This is a free leveling system, and I'll show you how. So, I have actually over here, manually with the built-in terraforming, landscaping, I've filled in all this. There's a big water feature right here. As you can see here, now it's empty for some reason. It's kind of, yeah, you got to be careful with this mod, because I have kind of haphazardly filled in some of it here. Well, let's just show you how this works. Actually, this is a good example here. We got some pretty rough stuff here. And let's go with the smallest one, and here it is. Now it spins around in increments like so. Actually, you know what? Let's get our help window on, because, yeah. And we'll have to zip back over there. Right, so we have some rough ground here. And say you want to level it out. And leveling it out with the in-game landscaping can get quite expensive. Now these are only $50 each. And there we go. So we have rotating. We don't have toggle snapping. Toggle snapping is off. If I press that, it doesn't do anything. It still goes in yeah, it's not 90 degrees. 90 degrees is like that. So it's 45 degree increments. No, even less than that. Anyways, I'm terrible at math, as you can tell. But anyways, on to what this thing does. And you have to be careful. See where the dollar amount is? Now it is actually charging you a little bit more, 400. Oh, it is charging you more depending on what. So the base price is $50, but as you can see here, it's going to cost you $1,500 to do. So let's say, it's kind of hard to see the dollar amount. It does change. Let's see, 434. So you place that down there, and you place another one beside it if you want to level out an area. So let's go with the biggest one. Why not? 24. Let's see. It's a little tricky. You want to make sure that everything matches up with what you've placed down already. Otherwise, things are going to be a little wonky. Let's go back here. And this is going to cost us $50 because it's pretty much level over here already. There. So now we can start. So the trick I found is do that and then sell it for $50. So you've paid a little bit more, but for whatever it cost you there. So it is more than $50. $50 is the initial, what it would cost to place it down, but then there's an additional cost which you can't see because of the logo. $4,285, I believe, is what this is going to cost. Oh, Oh, backing out too many buttons. Anyways, you get the idea. Here we are. So then what you do is you sell it to get rid of it, and then you are left with a level flat piece of ground, hopefully, if you're doing it right. So I'm on PS5 console. It's a little tougher on console because we don't have the snapping feature on console. We do with some things like the silos, the bunker silo, but not these guys. So anyways, it still can be done. All right, so that's the leveling part of the mod, which is pretty cool. Although yes, depending on how much you have to level, it's going to cost you more. Right, moving on. What else do we have in here? We have a large number of placeable objects, like roof pieces. Let's just go through them over here. And they look odd here because they're floating because they are part of a construction system, a building construction system. These two we're going to talk about, the pallet storage and straw storage. That's in here. I don't know why they're in here and not in silos, but anyways. We have ends to the building. We have building ends of, so there's this size, and then we have a smaller size building. So these are the ends of the building. You can place them down. We will show you all of that. And then we have a small one. 3 choices here for the smaller size building, and then we have more of these building corners, and now we have a side. So each of these match up to a particular building. So this one goes with this one. It does not go with this one, as you can see. Well, actually it does, but not. Oh, and it does go with this one too. So we have some sides that looks like these ones match up with all of them. Yeah, we have a bunch of sides. So yeah, we'll go through. Some of them have doors, some of them don't. Oh, let's go back here. They do also have color left and right on your D-pad. Changes the color. There's quite a lot of stuff in here. We have sides with open sides, big doors, more open sides. What's the difference between these two? Oh, I think it's a height. No? Yeah, lots and lots of choices. Right. Okay. We'll build a building. We will build a building for you. We have 3 other placeables that you can put inside your building. We have a workshop, and the workshop is under tools. There it is. It's about 2 or 3 slots. These all this stuff is either 2 or 3 slots. This might be a little bit more, maybe 4, but customize and repair. So you can put one of these down inside one of your sheds. We have these. These were under sheds, remember? We have a module pallet storage for pallets only, $1,000, and straw storage for straw bales only. Now, somewhat of a weird thing about the pallet storage is the input area is where it also gets stored. So if you're coming in with a truck or something like that, once this starts getting filled up like this area here, the same with the straw, you actually have to go onto where the bales are stored to put them in, which is a little weird. There's no collision to them, so it's fine, but it's visually kind of weird. They seem to work well, though. What was the capacity? Oop, wrong spot. Capacities, 10 250 pieces. So 250 pallets, 250 bales. Right. So let's get to building. What's really neat about this is you can make it as long or as short as you really want to. I just kind of started building one here to show what it could be like. There doesn't appear to be any lighting fixtures or anything. I would imagine that would be kind of difficult to set up a lighting system in a modulator, kind of a pack like this. So let's get to it then, shall we? Let's make a shed. Now we have plenty of choices. Start with the end piece. So that's really where you want to start. We have a so you can see where the inside and the outside is. You can also change the color, pink or green. That is actually kind of a nice green. Looks kind of like a pressure treated wood type of color. So we have the solid end with a window. We have a end with a door and window, a solid end with no window, and a different style window with a solid end, basically. And then we have the smaller ones. Well, let's make a smaller one, shall we? Let's make the medium-sized one. So we want to make this a drive-through. So best thing to do is pick your one end. Where are you going to put it? Maybe we can put it sideways, not on where we're standing, right? And then we can pick the pressure treated wood color. Bam. Okay, now it's down. Now that was the easy part. Now we got to start picking our sides. Sides, these are corners. I have not figured out the corners yet. To be honest, I'm not. See, we have these type of corners where you can have make a corner of a building, I'm assuming, and have like an L-shaped type building. Well, maybe we'll try that. Let's go for some larger sides, open air sides, so we can see it doesn't snap together, but it places easily. So even on console, I don't have snapping, but you can position it where it's like it looks there, just like that, and it looks pretty good actually. So let's put a couple of these together and let's try out that corner piece. That corner piece does not seem to fit in there at all. We had more corner pieces. Let's try a different corner piece, shall we? Now that's a roof piece. Like when you get higher up into the... no. Is this one? No, that's a roof type piece too. Oh, there's a... Oh, you can make a really big open side here. All right, so there, if you don't like the pillars, yeah, look at that. You can make a huge open side. Nice. Okay. And so that's the open side where, yeah, so I'm kind of, there's so many pieces. I apologize for the experimental nature of this. Is this gonna fit? It doesn't seem to. Yeah, so interesting. Yeah. Right. Anyways, I'm babbling on. So we got that. Say that is the length of the building you want. So let's go back in there and slap down the end of the other end, and we can just go like there, and let's just get that snugged up there. It doesn't, we don't have snapping, but it does kind of just fit nicely there like that, as you can see. All right, and we can just go ahead and put some roll open doors on the, now you gotta be careful that you don't put it on top of each other. So we can finish that side, but now what about the middle part, right? So that's where those other parts, I do believe, come in. So we have not this one. So that one's really high up there. There we go. And here we are. Let's oh, that's for the higher one. That's an edge. There we go. We can sneak that one just in there, just right, like so. And oh, I think I misaligned that one. They do kind of fit in there really nicely, as you can see. And you just flip it around. There we go. And there we go. And there we go. It's actually pretty easy on console. Even though it might have a bit of a snapping type of a feature to it, it doesn't make a clicking sound. Click. And oh, come on. Oh, I misaligned that other one. It's a little bit, the construction quality does not meet code. But you get the idea, and so there we go. We have built. Oh, those braces don't quite line up, do they? I've kind of a bit of a mismatch, but right. And so, yeah, you can have a drive. We have made a drive-through shabbily placed together shed. There we go. There we go. You can have some big open side doors. As you can see, you could make a huge, like the entire side really open with those other pieces. And making an L-shaped building is, for now, I'm sure Mr. Sealy P has figured it. Oh, look at the floor. It's all kind of, that's where you're, yeah, you know what? We didn't flatten this area, so that's what's going to happen if you don't flatten the area with those blue things. Right. So I'm kind of mumbling on here, but hopefully that gives you some good ideas. It's not showing you everything you can do with this. I'm not a builder. But just about anyone could make something work. It's pretty cool. There you have it. And so there you go, the Hall Configurator Wood by farmerfivetom. Pretty cool. I don't see any big problems with this, really. It actually works really well. And is a really cool idea. I'd like to see more of this type of thing. It has a pretty good description, so read up. Each module is $1 per day. There's probably, let's see here. There's some pictures of some examples on the description as well, showing you kind of steps, the steps to do, and yeah, some ideas about how there's one picture of an L-shaped type construction. Might have to figure it out later myself. I do kind of like this idea. Anyways, there you go. Thank you all for watching, and remember, it's only a game, so till the next one, bye for now.